Good morning, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church for our Sunday Divine Service. For those who don't know me, I'm Ray Robinson. I am one of the joint presidents of the church, and I'd like to introduce our medium this morning, Deb Clarke. Good morning, Deb. Welcome to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church once again.
Morning. Hello, everybody.
Deb will be working virtually from home, but she'll be working both with the virtual world and the congregation here in the church as best as she can. And we don't tell our mediums where and how to work. I did the other week and I got into trouble for it. I still get into trouble for it because people keep telling me. But friends, let's have a wonderful, lovely service this morning, and let's us invoke the love and the glories of today. And especially I welcome everyone whose father is perhaps in heaven or here on earth. It's Father's Day. I was taken out yesterday. I was telling Richard, and I treated myself because nobody else treated me. But I had best part was I had some lovely photographs with me and the three boys, me son and daughter, Rachel and Ashley, and then with the in-laws, Sean and Claire, and there's a picture of Jackie and I as well. So we had a lovely time yesterday, but it really was good fun. And anytime anyone out in virtual world wants to put a memory card up here, just send it to us at the church. You can get the address from Richard or from us on Facebook, and I'm happy to put the card on the altar steps for you. I've put one there for my dad, and I've got a couple on the table for me. Grandson gave me a picture and card from me godchildren this morning. So it's very nice to do that, and we're happy to do that here at Wimbledon Church at any time. So I'd like to ask Deb to open our meeting with prayer, please.
Okay, thank you. Divine Spirit, as we gather here today, we give thanks for bringing us here together safely. We send out our thoughts to those who are suffering, whether through illness or through loss. We ask that they receive the strength, the comfort, and the courage to carry on. We have food to eat and water to drink. We give thanks to our friends and our relatives and the time that we also thank you for our friends in the animal kingdom, who we sometimes forget, but who bring us so much joy. We now send out our thoughts to those in the spirit world, our friends and our relatives. We ask them to draw close and pass on their messages of friendship and of love. We leave this service in their capable hands. Amen.
Amen. Let's keep the prayerful thoughts for the moment as we pray for people for healing of mind, body and spirit. We've got a few names here for me to read out, which I'll do in a moment. And we also extend our prayers to everybody who administers healing, for all their workers in the National Health Service, therapists, everyone that works within the healing movement, to be blessed and continue their work in safety. So this morning we pray for a lady who I know, called Babs. Her mum is not well. We've also got one of our church members, Barbara, is not well. And June and Dave today, we've been asked to keep them in their prayers today. Bruce Bailey, who's a working medium in London and around. Lisa, Jackie and myself, we're not 100% at the moment. Our daughter Rachel is not well at the moment, waiting to go see a doctor quite soon. Our grandson Jack, he's doing ever so well with the measurement to do with the bloods, but we've got another month before he can come off that. We also pray for Mick this morning, Mayha, Laura, and all those loved ones we know that we've perhaps not prayed for this morning. May they be healed of mind, body and spirit. May the love and the power and the comfort of the Spirit come to them. And if they're in hospital and unable to have visitors, we ask that angels go to comfort them, strengthen them, to give them the love and the knowledge that they are not alone. So Heavenly Father, we ask this prayer in thy name, through the teachings of the Masters. So mote it be. Can we all now say the Serenity Prayer, which Richard will put up on screen? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, friends. Also, I'd like to remind anyone who wishes to donate to Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, you may donate through our PayPal account, which Richard hopefully will try and put up in a moment, but it's paypal.com, PayPal me, LAD Promotions, which is one of the parts of the Wimbledon Spiritualist Church, and I'm very grateful for all the donations we've received over the last few weeks. It's really helped, and a couple of ministers have been doing some pastoral work, and their donations that they've received, they donated to the church as well. So thank you very much indeed. Say hello to a few names on screen. Christine, good morning and welcome to our church this morning. Margaret Bartley, good morning, Margaret. Hope to see you in the coming week. I'm at Banstead a few times this week, so I'm going to try and come and find you. That's if you want me to find you. Queenie, good morning, Queenie. Welcome. Dixie Keane, good morning from New Zealand and welcome. Kathy, good morning and welcome, and big welcome from Zimbabwe as well to us all this morning. Hope you have a lovely service with us. Pamela Watson, good morning. It's a good evening from Australia. I've got relatives in Brisbane, so I hope you're having a good time out there and they're safe. Lisa, good morning. Carolyn, good morning. First time, welcome and hope you enjoy the service. Tracy, good morning and welcome to our service. Christine, good morning and happy Father's Day, as you say, to everybody and every dad everywhere. Karen King, good morning and welcome. Good morning to you as well. Yeah, I can't see it, I'm sorry. Chloe. Sorry, it's my eye. Laurie, good morning and welcome. Christine Woodham from Spain. Good morning, Christine. I hope you're well, keeping safe. I bet it's sunny where you are, darling. Joe Stainsby, good morning and welcome. Julie Caswell. I'm going to make that the last one, Richard, because I'm having a real problem reading this morning again. Julie Caswell, good morning. I hope you're well. Hope you had a good birthday the other day. Okay, friends, I've got a reading this morning that I was asked this morning to read by a spirit friend of mine. And it's from St. John 14, verses 1 to 7. Let not your heart be troubled. Believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it was not so, I would have told you so. And I go to prepare a place for you. And if I go to prepare a place for you, I will come again and receive you to myself. For where I am, you will also be. And Thomas said to Jesus, we do not know the way. We do not know where you are going. How can we find the way? And Jesus said to him, because I am the way, the truth, and the life. All people come through me unto the Father. But the Father has also got you to see him in others. So for all time you will know there is peace and there's places in our Father's house. Thank you. Friends, just a few words for the address this morning. And it's especially as it's Father's Day. And I've put a picture on the steps of my dad. And those who knew my dad, he's staring out at the congregation and smiling. His hand will come out in a minute for the collection. See, you all know him, don't you? But in all honesty, my friends, it is a very true fact. In my Father's house there is many mansions. And that is one of the things Jesus especially tried to teach to his disciples, because they didn't understand what was going to happen with the crucifixion and the resurrection. But he also wanted them to know in heaven there is many places for many people, all people. No one is refused heaven. And we have to understand that as spiritualists. Now, so many people, my brothers and sisters and my friends around me, are all missing their dad today. They think of their dad. And we have to understand that our dads are in heaven, or perhaps we're distanced from them for one reason or another. But they are still very much part of our lives in our own way, because some of the things we have within us, idiosyncrasies, are sometimes from our fathers and our mothers. And I'm so much reminded lately that I'm so much like my father, which does worry me. As I said to someone the other day, I don't want to be too much like my dad. And they said, why? I said, well, he's dead. But we was out here last week scattering the ashes of Jackie's dad. and the photograph was taken, and so many people thought my dad had actually materialised in the picture. It was actually me. And but we also, what I'm trying to say this morning, we need to grow to be like our spiritual Father in heaven. We need to find that greater peace of understanding. We need to share our healing power and our healing love to everybody. And we need to be able to strengthen our ties with this world. There's so much sadness in this world. There's so much confusion in this world with the pandemic for one reason or another, and I'm not going to go into that. But what I will say to you, that you must look beyond the shadows, as Jesus just said, of death, and look towards that glorious resurrection. Because though the pandemic may be with us for a little time longer, in one way, form or another, we must look at how we can help our fellow man, how we can be helpful to others, how we can stop rushing around on the road to get from A to B. And when you're on the trams and the tubes and the trains, try and help people. I know it's very difficult, but we saw somebody in stress the other day, and I got out to try and help them, but they'd actually picked themselves up and moved along. But we've just got to try and help one another. And that's what our Father would want of us on this specific day, but also mainly and truly every day, to help one another. When I was a boy cub back in the 60s, we used to have Bob a Job Week. And so many people saying, what's a Bob? And the thing was, it was 1 week we went and collected and we gave it back to our cub group, or scout group as it is nowadays. And the thing is, people will do things just for that 1 week, but we have to try and keep the momentum going of healing, of sending out healing to those who need healing, sending out power of love to those who are confused with what's going on with COVID. Watched a program the other day where this man was seriously ill in hospital, and he believed the whole time while he was in hospital, the hospital were faking COVID, and a few days later he passed away with COVID. So these things happen, and I'm not trying to make people think other things. A member of our church here, Stephen, went through some words the other day with somebody else over COVID and children and stuff. And we've just got to be able to say, you think what you want to think, and I'll think what I want to think. That's what we find we agree on. And we mustn't challenge each other if you think different to each other. Jackie and I are both spiritualists, we're both spiritualist ministers, but we see spiritualism different. And I have no doubt people here within the congregation and out in the virtual world will see spiritualism different to me. But what we do see is that word spiritualism. What we do feel and enact is that word spiritualism. So many truths are out in this world. Some of them are truths I can accept. Some of them are truths I cannot accept. But what I do accept, the power of the Spirit, without doubt or without hesitation. Even when my mum passed to the Spirit and my dad passed to the Spirit, I knew that mum and dad were then now in heaven, reunited with loved ones that have gone on before, not alone. And we have to see that through our services here as spiritualists, not only in Wimbledon Church, but churches everywhere, in your circles and your homes, that there is life after death, or continuing life. Without that, we are lost within spiritualism. Spiritualism is divided by many other types of isms, but what should unite us is the belief in a Father, Mother, God, and continuing life. The rest is just words, but they're words we carry deep in our own hearts and our minds. Live long, friends. Enjoy life. Fight this pandemic as best as you can. Be as positive as you can. And if you're able to, have the vaccines, if you're able to. If you don't want to have it, don't have it. But think by not having it, what you could be doing to harm everybody else. That's all I'm asking you to do. Friends, good morning. God bless. And we're now going to have the part of the service where Debbie's going to bring the two worlds a little closer. She will demonstrate the gifts of the Spirit. What's very, very, very important, my friends, is that if you're saying yes to something, we need to see what you're saying yes to. I say this every week. If it's a man with a wooden leg and a parrot on its shoulder, say yes, that's my Uncle Long John. If it's not, say no. But please be clear and positive what you're saying yes to. Ashley and Phil had to keep saying it last week, and I'm asking you again, please be answering clearly yes or no. And if it's yes and no or no, you need to say what you're saying yes or no to. I now hand over to Deb. Good morning, Deb, once again.
Morning. Hello, everybody. I just echo what Ray's just said about, you know how it works, just saying yes, and what you're saying yes to. So what I'll do, if there's anybody new on here, is just give whatever they tell me to give. So I'll give it you, take it all on board, go and check some of the stuff that you don't understand with your relatives, because you will find where it belongs. Remember that they will involve the rest of your family as well, so the message may not just be for you, okay? Dates are going to be anniversaries, birthdays or passings. Okay. Did you want to say something, Ray, or are you okay? Okay, right. This is my first time in working this way because I haven't worked in front of the church as well. So you'll have to bear with me if I look a little bit confused. But anyway, the first gentleman I've got in, he's lovely. He's given me the name Eddie. So if anybody's got an Eddie in spirit, now he's showing me himself. He's not very tall, actually. He was saying he was quite small. So I feel like, well, I know that he was smaller than the rest of his family because his daughter or his other relatives are coming up a little bit taller than him. Okay, so I know he's a small gent, but he's talking about, I was a fiery gent, so I know he's quite fiery and also very protective of his family. And he's got a good sense of humour, this gentleman has as well, because he's talking about, I was small enough to be a jockey. So I know he's that kind of height. I was small enough to be a jockey, he's saying. So if anyone could take Eddie, pop a message up or let Ray know in the church and let me know. He's talking about the month of September will mean something. So that's going to be an anniversary or a birthday or a passing as well. Okay. And he's just said to me, I want to reunite with a lady on here. So I think this is his daughter he's talking about, but he wants to reunite with a lady that's on here at the moment. Okay. He's also talking about the name Sylvia. That's an unusual name. So Sylvia will mean something as well. Okay. But I think Sylvia's down here. Okie dokie, come on then, lovely. He's just telling me he's also got Margaret with him in spirit. So this dad's got Margaret with him in spirit. And he says that somebody's been looking at his photograph today and has actually wished him happy Father's Day today. So this lovely small gent has said, somebody's wished me happy Father's Day, and I just thought that I'd pop in and say hello. He's talking about a cancerous condition around him as well. They don't usually give me conditions, to be honest, but he's talking about cancer, okay, meaning something around him as well. And he's also talking to me about the Yorkshire Dales. So the Yorkshire Dales will have a meaning for him or his family. He's saying there's a link in the Yorkshire Dales as well. I was just said family holidays. He's bringing that in as well. He's just said to me, there's a couple of new babies been born since I've been up here. I've been up here quite a while, he's saying, but there's a couple of new babies been born since I've been up here, he's saying. And he's just said to me, there's also Barbara in spirit. There's Barbara here with me as well. So it doesn't look, I don't know if anybody can take it so far. I don't know if there's a delay on this, but Barbara in spirit wants to be remembered as well. Okay.
There's nobody here at Wimbledon, Debs, just to let you know.
No, that's all right. I'll go on a little bit, and if nobody can take it, I'll move on. He's just talking to me about a new somebody's been talking about a new dining suite, he's saying recently. So somebody's been talking about a new table and chairs in the family as well, and he's bringing that as well. He's been listening to that conversation as well. Okay. In fact, he's going back to when he made the joke about being a jockey. He's just said to me that there's a conversation down here of somebody wanting to go horse riding lessons. So that's been around as well. Okay, the connection to the horse riding lessons that he's been listening to. And also he's talking about a new 3-piece suite. So somebody wants a new 3-piece suite as well that he's been listening to. Okay, Margaret also in spirit wants to say hello to whoever this gentleman belongs to, but if nobody can take him, I'll move on. Nothing, that's unusual, isn't it? So nothing, yeah, nothing, nobody can take him yet. All right then. That's unusual for me not to get anyone taking him, but I'll move on. I'll park him if anybody can take him, if anybody can think of this lovely gent. He's still with me, he's only little, so somebody knows him. He's actually got a tash as well, he's showing me a tash. So I know at one stage he used to have a tash as well. Okay, so we'll move Eddie, or the gentleman, to one side then, and we'll bring in somebody else. Now I've got Frank. Okay, I've got a lovely gentleman called Frank in spirit who wants to talk to somebody, but he's also bringing me a lady in spirit called Olive as well. Olive in spirit. Now Frank also wants to give the name Summers as well. Summers is SOMMERS as meaning something, but if anybody can take Frank for a start off as a dad who wants to be remembered to somebody. He's actually talking about a connection to Somerset as well. So Somerset also means something. There's a link there, and I think that's holidays as well. So remember, he's told you that. He's looking for his daughter, I think, on here. He's just told me I'm looking for my daughter, so that's Frank. He's also making me itch a little bit, but so there's a problem somewhere with eczema or itchy skin that he's talking about down here as well. So somebody should be able to take somebody, relative or family member, that's got the problem with the eczema. Okay, he's talking to me. Frank's talking to me he's talking to me about calamine lotion, but it's a memory of somebody having loads of calamine dots all over them. He's bringing that as well. Okay, so it might be you, Nicola. We'll give a little bit more. He's talking also about the month of April means something, if this is for you. So that's going to be an anniversary, birthday or a passing. And also July he wants to bring in with you. And he's bringing me, Nicola, if this is for you. For some reason he's talking about gloves, but he's talking about fingerless gloves. Somebody that likes to wear fingerless gloves. It feels like the bottoms of the hands get cold, but the fingers are okay or something. But there's something about this fingerless gloves that he wants to talk about as well. Okay, come on then, Dad. He's just bringing in, I don't know what he's doing now. He's doing something, if this is for you, Nicola, he's doing something with somebody's hair. It's like he's put, I don't know whether he's putting highlights or somebody's been for highlights or something like that. Where it's like, he's describing them as stripes, but I don't think he means stripes. I think he actually means highlights. Somebody's been having highlights in the hair, and he's talking about somebody covering the greys. So somebody around you, if it's not you, has been trying to cover the grey hairs as well, but he's bringing that in. He's just said to me that somebody has moved his photograph. So his photograph's been moved. Oh, it's been taken out to look at. So somebody's actually taken his photograph out somewhere to look at recently as well, and he's bringing that in as well. Okay. He says that somebody will be considering a move to Australia around you, so watch for that as well. He's been listening to this conversation and he's talking about arrangements being made, so watch for that coming. If you don't understand it, it'll come. But he's been listening to this conversation about moving to Australia and arrangements having been made and applying for the visas and that sort of thing as well. Now he's taken me with that to the Opera House. So he's gone to Sydney Opera House with this. So it's going to be around there, or the interest in the Opera House. You see, that's me, you see, Nicola. I don't know what you're saying, that's me too. You need to expand a little bit so everybody else knows what you're accepting as well, if you don't mind. But he's bringing me to the Opera House as well. Okay. Oh, that's a funny saying. I don't know how to explain this, Nicola. He's describing somebody around you, all right, as being a bit jammy. You know when we say, oh, that he's a bit jammy or she's a bit jammy, isn't she? You know, that kind of saying that you put around somebody? Somebody's applied that to somebody around them recently, or described somebody as being, oh, he's a bit jammy, him. Oh, because he's telling me that they always seem to get what they want. You know what I mean? And whoever this person is, they're quite good at talking. Hair is grey, sun turning it blonde. Okay. Whoever this person is that he's describing as jammy, Okay, they're very good at talking. Okay, come on, Dad. He's just said to me also, Nicola, there's a new baby coming around you. Watch for the comments. Watch for the Opera House. But he's talking about a new baby coming around you as well. But he's also talking to me about a wedding coming up around you. So watch for that. He says there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. But within the family, he just says that there are bridges that need to be built as well. So watch for the bridges that need to be built. Little niggles going on. He's talking about little niggles going on as well. Just wants to give you April, if I haven't already told you that. But he's just wanting to pop in. He's not going to say much more, I don't think. He just wants me to say that he's just popping in to let you know that he's around. Oh, he says that somebody's actually spoken to him recently as if he's in the house. He's just said to me, they've actually said, is that you, Dad? Is that you, Dad? And he just wanted to let you know that it was him. Whoever said that, yes, you're right, it was him. Okay. It's just before he go, I don't know if this is a memory or whether it's actually happening at the moment. He's just given me a pair of shoes, but the sole at the front, the toe bit is coming down. So I don't know whether somebody needs this pair of shoes or it's a memory. It's like the front of the sole of the shoe is flapping a bit. Okay, so he's just bringing that to you for some reason. Just watch if somebody's got it at the moment, they don't want to be tripping up. That's what he's saying. Okay, so I think I'll leave that with you, Nicola. All right, I hope that was okay for you because I don't think he's going to say much more. So I'll leave that with you. Okie doke. If anybody has just joined and can take the other gent that is still hanging around, this lovely dad who's given me the name Eddie, small chap. I'll just describe him briefly again if anybody can take him because he's still hanging around. Oh, right. So it might be somebody. If somebody can take it and you can't comment, just give me a quick message afterwards, and I'll see if he wants to say a lot more because he's talking to me now and he's still waiting. So if anybody can take the short gent in spirit, the dad that wants to say hello, let me know. Okay. I've got a lovely mom now. Her name is Maureen. So I've got a lovely mom here. Actually, you've got a mom and dad because she's saying my husband's with me as well. But it's Maureen that wants to come through and she's looking for somebody on here. And she's shown me somebody's recently looked at a nice photograph of her and her husband, or they've got it on display. She's shown me like, okay, Nicola, thanks. She's shown me like an oval frame. So lovely Maureen with her husband coming through wants to talk to somebody down here who she says is, she's describing us going through a little bit of a dilemma at the moment. So somebody's got a little bit of a dilemma going around them at the moment. This lovely mom, she's saying they don't know whether to do this or they don't know whether to do that. So that's a kind of dilemma, decisions to be made. And it's mom that's coming through. And she says that whoever down here belongs to Maureen, she's just saying that somebody has actually said, somebody has actually, yeah, somebody has actually said to Maureen, I wish me mum was here. Okay, I wish me mum was here. All right. So if anybody can take Maureen, let me know. Maureen is Ms. Man, and I was just looking at Maureen is my nan. She was like my mom, and I was just looking at a photograph. All right, we'll keep going with Maureen, then see what else. She's got to have a husband up there as well, Dee. She's talking about having a husband with her, and she's talking to me about, if this is for you, Dee, she's talking about somebody's brother down here is having a few problems. Okay, it's work related as well. There's a few issues going on around this brother concerning his work, and he's getting a little bit worried. There's a bit of tension, okay, going around somebody's brother, and she's just acknowledging that, if that's for you. Now she's saying January will mean something, okay, and she's also got two babies with her in spirit as well. So Maureen's got the two babies up there that she's looking after as well. And she's actually just said to me there is a twin link in the family somewhere. So I don't know if you're aware of that, but she's talking about a twin link in the family as well. So there's a few of you can take her. Okay, come on, Maureen. She's also talking about Albert in spirit. So there's an Albert in spirit who also wants to say hello as well. All right. And also she gives me Margaret as well. So Margaret's up there as well, if you can take these names. She wants me to give you, whoever this belongs to then, she wants me to give you poppies. Now, sometimes poppies for me mean November, so there's a memory with November, but also the poppies mean something as well. Okay, don't know whether I'll come in on. Okay. She's also telling me that somebody has got a. She was on about poppies, and then she gave me a brooch. So somebody's actually got a brooch, but you know, it's in connection with the. Okay, it's in connection with the Royal British Legion, so there's that kind of link there with the poppies that she's telling me about as well, Dee, around you. You should be able to understand that as well, okay? Maureen's just said to me that somebody around you, Dee, she's describing as, okay, climbing the ladder of success. So somebody around you is doing very well. She's just said to me in a certain subject, so I don't know what she means by that, but she's just noting that there's somebody around you that's doing very well, and she wants to just let you know she's aware of that as well. Okay. She's just said to me that there is a house move coming up. There is a house move coming up. She's not telling me who for, but she's aware of the house move. And she's also said to me, Dee, she wants me to give you Hillside. Hillside. So I don't know whether that's the name of a place or... Yeah, she's telling me it's the name of a place. So remember, she's giving you that Hillside. All right, that'll come in somewhere as well. She also wants me to give you Leeds. So the place Leeds as meaning something as well. It's as if, okay, it's as if somebody's going to be going to Leeds. Okay, there's a link there as well that she wants to bring with you, to you. Okay, okay. She's just said, Dee, that you're going to be, her words are, you're going to be getting busier, she's saying. And there's paperwork coming in, Dee, for you that you're going to have to sort out. And it's like, I've got a pile of paperwork, and it's like she's putting it into little separate piles. You know what I mean? She's putting it into little separate piles for you, ready to be sorted out. And with that, she's bringing in the involvement with solicitors as well, but I think this may well be the house move, but she's bringing in solicitors to do with this paperwork to help you out as well. So remember, she's told you that as well. She wants me to give you Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. You know that group? I'm trying to sing a song. She's trying to give me a song here. Something Baby. She's trying to sing to me. Cherry Baby, I think, is it? Or something like that. She's singing that song to you. So that must mean something with Frankie and the Four Seasons or whatever it is, Frankie Valli. But she's singing that song to you. Okay. Also singing The Hills Are Alive with the Sound of Music. So that must mean something to you as well. Just saying there is a baby coming around you as well, close to you, because you're going to be you'll be having a cuddle of it. So remember, the baby's coming to you. Oh, I thought for a minute, Dee, I thought she said coffee as in the drink, but she's not. She's spelling her surname, I think it is. Coffee. Spell that again. Coffey. So remember, she's give you that name, Coffey, as meaning something to you as well. I think you're going to find it. And she's just also said to me, Bridlington. Oh, she's been listening to you then, Dee, hasn't she? She's also wanting to give you Bridlington, wherever that is, okay, as a connection as well. Okay. She says she's come because there's been a family conversation in which she was involved. That's what she's just said to me. There's been a family conversation in which I was involved, she says, and I thought I'd just pop in and say hello. And that's what she's done, just popped in and say hello. Okay. Also, the name Trevor should mean something to you as well. Trevor, but I think I've got another gentleman in spirit, so I'm almost onto my second link. So if you can't take Trevor, don't worry about it. But if anybody else in the audience can take Trevor in spirit, let me know, because this is where I'm going afterwards. Okay, so she's just wanting to send the love to you. Watch for the mouse, Dee. There's a mouse somewhere that's got in the house. Okay, so hopefully it's in the past, but she's talking about this mouse that got in the cupboards in the house, and it's actually in the cupboards because you can see where it's been. Okay, she's having a bit of a giggle around that. All right. But she's just sending her love, so I hope that was okay for you. Just sending her love to let you know that she knows what's going on. She's just said to me, wants to give you a little bit of healing, she says, before she goes, but she's off. So I'll leave her love with you, dear. Hope that was all right. Who I've got? Trevor. I've got a gentleman called Trevor now, so if anybody wants to connect with Trevor in spirit or can connect with Trevor in spirit, let me know. He's lovely, Trevor. Now he's quite tall. He's coming up taller than me, and I'm 5'7". So somebody can take Trevor. Okay, if this is for you, Jade, I just want to check it's for you then. He's talking about, he's just been listening to a conversation recently about people going swimming, people wanting to go swimming, and he sent me to an outside pool. Okay, so he's been listening, whoever this is for, somebody's been talking about going swimming, but to an outside pool, and he's been listening to that conversation. So that's the person he wants to speak to. He's also given me the name, okay, thanks, Dee. The name Barney as having a connection as well. So Trevor is talking about somebody called Barney or an animal called Barney. So he's got the link to the outside pool that he's been listening to, and also somebody called Barney. And also he's telling me there's John down here that's having some problem with his back. So somebody's like stretching his back or something because he's got problems around there as well. But he wants to connect with somebody. He's lovely, Trevor. He's just said to me, I haven't been up here a long time. Okay. He was talking about the Lido. Okay, then. But he says he hasn't been up there a long time, as in years and years and years. That's a funny word to use. But he's just said to me, but I've been up here a substantial amount of time, he's saying. Okay, so it might be for you, he says. He's come, he says, because obviously somebody has mentioned him. In fact, he's just said to me, somebody has saw his name in writing recently. So somebody's been looking at something with his name on, and that's why he's popped in. John is your partner. Okay, then. Come on then, lovely. He's also talking to me about Sarah down here. So when they mention somebody down here, it's either because you're gonna hear something or they need some healing. But Sarah, something going on around her that you'll probably be hearing about as well, Jade. He's saying to me, your granddad's talking about he's got 2 babies with him in spirit, so they're looking after the 2 babies in spirit as well. And he's talking to me about cricket. I don't know whether he means he enjoyed cricket or there's some. Oh, he liked cricket, but also there's somebody down here, a lad that's going to be good at cricket or enjoys cricket, but they're going to be quite good, he's telling me. Okay, so watch for the cricket connection coming up with you as well. Also with that, Jade, he wants me to give you Lancashire. He's talking about a link to Lancashire, not telling me whereabouts, he's just giving me the county. So I'll leave that with you, the link to Lancashire that he wants to give you. And he's also talking to me about Sarah's son's daughter-in-law. Okay, so there's something going on around her. But Lancashire will mean a link to you as well. He's trying to give me something else. Hold on a minute. He was talking about Scots. Do you do this when you're thinking, Jade, as well? That kind of thing. He's talking to me about Scots, and then he's just showed me... he's gone on to something completely different. He's gone on to biscuits, but he's gone on to Walker's shortbread biscuits in the red packet. So he wants me to give you those. So somebody obviously likes, hang on. Somebody obviously likes shortbread, but he's also telling me the name Walker will mean something as well. So look out for the shortbread plus the name Walker as meaning something to you as well. Okay. He's also talking about, he's linking that quite nicely, because now he's talking about somebody going out walking, like hiking. Okay, but you know when some people have the 2 poles to help them walk, I don't know what they're called, walking poles or whatever they're called, but he's bringing those in as well. But he's just saying that somebody's interested in going hiking. Watch for that coming up as well, because he's been listening to that conversation. Okay. And now he's talking about changing the subject quickly. He's gone on to settees. Okay, sofas, but he's talking about people moving sofas, and somebody should have like little wheels under them to make it move easier or something. So I don't know whether he means somebody's been having trouble moving a sofa, or whether they've perhaps said, oh, we could do with wheels under this so that it moves better. But he's been watching that as well. He's just saying, I've been watching that as well. Come on then. He's just said to me, Frank's in spirit. Okay, all right then. Frank's in spirit as well. He wants to come in and say hello. Trevor's just bringing in Frank. Okay, and he's also bringing in a lady called Betty as well that wants to say hello. She's just said to me, I want to say hello to the family. I want to say hello to the family. So take love from Betty as well. But Trevor, he's just popped in to let you know that he's around. He's just said to me, okay. He's just said to me, I pop from one house to the next. He's just described himself. I'm a bit nosy, he's saying. I'm just popping in from one house to the next. In somebody's house, somebody has been on about having a new bathroom. He's specifically talking about the new toilet. I don't know what's wrong with the flush of it or something, but he's spotted somebody that's having trouble with the toilet, the flush, and he's saying they're on about having a new bathroom. He's just letting you know I'm aware of that as well. Anything else? The plumbing needs sorting out. He's just said to me the plumbing needs sorting out. So I don't know where that is. Also, Jade, somebody's got problems with a downpipe. It's a bit blocked or something. There's some kind of blockage in a downpipe somewhere on the outside of the house. So watch for that. I can see the water. The rainwater's coming through it, but it's not doing a very good job. So your granddad's just saying, oh, there you go. Your granddad's just saying about this downpipe. It needs sorting out. It's as if he wants to get a big, great brush up it to try and clear it or something, but it's on the outside of the house. So I'll leave that with you. He's also listening to a conversation about somebody wanting a new car as well, but also somebody has been talking about a car share. So there's that conversation been going on as well that he's been listening to. All right. Okay. Anything else? He's just talking about giving a mom some healing as well. There's a mom around you that needs a little bit of healing. A mom that needs to drink more water or more liquid, as he's saying, because she's getting a bit stuffy. You know, you get a bit stuffy headaches. But he's talking about bringing in the water for the mom around you as well. But he's just wanting to pop in and say hello. So I hope that was okay. I think he's going to go now. But he's wanting to say hello as well as Betty and Frank. Just coming in to say hello to you, that's all. But they're just sending the love. They just wanted to let you know that they're around. Okay, so I'll leave that with you. Don't know whether you've got the robin yet, but he's talking about a robin as well. Okay, so I'll leave that with you, Jade. Now, I'm moving because I've got a lovely mom now that's linked with the robin, because she says to me, this lovely mom in spirit is saying, I've sent a robin to my daughter on here, and whoever this daughter is has actually said, oh, there's a robin there. I wonder if that's from a mom. And somebody's actually said that, and she's just popped in to say hello. That was from me. So if there's anybody here that's recently had a robin, a visit from a robin who's got a mom in spirit that's actually connected the robin to the mom, let me know, because she's wanting to speak to you. She's lovely. She's just saying to me that whoever this lady is down here, she's been sending her prayers up, and she's talking about a lot of prayers up to her mom, and also speaking to her mom. She has conversations with her mom in spirit as well, and she's wanting to just say hello and let her know that she's listening to these conversations. Okay, there's a link with this mom as well to Australia. She's talking to me about Australia, but she's bringing in holidays to Australia, this mom is. The family holiday she's talking about. There's been discussion about going to Australia or New Zealand, she says as well. There's quite a bit of conversation about, because she's given me all sorts of places now. She's brought into the link to Australia, but she's also bringing in the link to Canada as well. So somebody wants to do a little bit of travelling, and this lovely mom's been listening. She's given me the name Lillian as well. Lillian. Oh, I think this is her name. Lily. Lillian. She's bringing that in as well. So the name Lillian will mean something as well. She's bringing that in. And also she's telling me Charlie in spirit as well will mean something to somebody as well. Oh.
We might have somebody here, Deb, that can understand some of what you said.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Shall I just carry on? Just carry on talking?
Yeah.
Okay, then. So I can't really hear her very much.
No, it's me talking for her.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Sorry. She's talking about, this mom. It's all right. I must be able to hear myself in the background, Ray. I can hear somebody talking in my ear. But anyway, it's the mom that's coming through. But she's talking about all these prayers that have been sent up to her and the Robin, of course.
Yes,
and she just
I understand that.
She just wants to say hello. She's been listening. She's giving me Lily of the Valley that means something as well. She's talking to me,
Yes.
Lily of the Valley.
Yes.
And she's talking about, I don't know whether she means her or somebody else, but she's talking about somebody's love of hats. But somebody used to knit hats, and she's bringing that in as well. So I don't know where that comes in.
Our friend Sharon understands the love of hats, but she's not sure about the knitting of hats.
Yeah, she's talking about, she's given me like one of those.
The lady she's thinking about, it used to do a lot of knitting.
Yeah, and she's also bringing in the beret as well. She's talking about the beret. Okay.
Yes.
She's just saying that she has got a baby in spirit with her, so there's a lovely baby with her that she's looking for in spirit as well. And she's also bringing with her, she's actually got 2 dogs. She's actually got a lovely collie dog, but she's got one of those white terriers as well, like those white Highland Terrier things. A lovely white furry terrier. She's got one of those.
They understand the collie, but not sure about the terrier.
That's all right. It's like a Westie, that type of dog. Okay, so she's got that dog with her as well. She's just said to me, somebody's just popped me in a frame. So somebody must have put a picture in a frame or something. She says, somebody just popped me in a frame. So she's aware of that as well. So watch for that. And it is a coloured frame as well. She's talking about a nice coloured, not like a dark one or anything like. It's like a pastel frame.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah, she's showing one of those as well. She wants to give somebody a stick of Blackpool rock as a memory. I think it's a memory. She wants to give a stick of Blackpool rock. Okay.
Yes. Understand rock.
What she's doing is she's got this stick of rock, but she's like breaking it into about 4 pieces, and she's sharing it with people for some reason.
Yes,
she wants to break it up and share it. Okay. Come on then, Mom. She's just said I've got Edie here with me. Edith is up in spirit as well, that just wants to say hello.
Not sure about Edith.
That's all right. And also Sheila as well in spirit wants to say hello to you as well.
Sheila.
That's all right. She's talking about also there's a condition with somebody in spirit. Somebody had breast cancer as well that she's bringing in to say hello to as well. Just wants to pop in quick with that. She wants to give, whoever this lady is with you, Ray, she wants to give her a great big hug. It's as if she needs a little bit of a hug and a little bit of upliftment. So she's trying to give her that hug. She's also talking about tests at hospital. So there's this thing about tests that she wants to bring in.
That's understood.
But she just wants to give her a bit of support. She's come to give people support regarding these tests. And she's talking about not just the person that's going for the tests, but the people that are supporting her down here need support as well. She wants to give the support to them, she says as well.
That's understood as well.
Lovely. She's also talking about cars, but not so much car shares, but people having to give other people lifts to places. So there's something about being given lifts to different places. I don't know what it means, but she's talking about giving lifts to people.
Yes, that's understood.
Okay. Margaret also, she gives me the name Margaret as meaning something as well.
Not sure.
She's using the words higgledy-piggledy, hickety-pickety, that kind of saying. She wants to use that as well. And she's talking about her watch that somebody else used to wear. So somebody used to wear her watch sometimes as well, and she's just bringing that in.
That's understood.
She just wants to pop in and say, yes, I'm listening to you. I do hear what you're saying, and I'm here for support. And that's basically why she's come, just to give you that, just to let you know that she's there. Keep talking to me, she says. She also wants to put lavender around you, the smell of lavender as well. But she's also giving you that to help you sleep a little bit, because she's talking about somebody's been bashing the pillow because they can't get comfortable. It's as if they can't get comfortable.
She's bashing the pillow.
Okay, and she's talking to me about that as well, and also giving me, she's going to go in a minute, but she's giving me the feeling of lightheadedness around her as well, around somebody down here. They're a little bit lightheaded.
Yeah.
Okay. But she's blowing kisses. She's making me blow kisses, giving you loads of love. She's saying, give them loads of love, blow them lots of kisses. And somebody around you, like doodles, hearts. I want to draw hearts. She's talking about somebody that doodles hearts.
The lady you're speaking to, Sharon, she does that.
Okay. And also I want stars as well. I'm talking about stars, but she's just mentioning that to let you know it was her. Anything else? She's just mentioning the TV's doing strange things.
Yes, they're both laughing at that.
She says the TV's doing strange things.
That's probably her.
Yeah. She's laughing. She just wants me to sing that song to you as well. Bob the Builder. Can he fix it? Bob the Builder, yes he can. For some reason she wants me to give you that.
Okay. I'll pass that over.
Anything more? No. Microwave. She's talking about a microwave as well. There's something about the microwave, she's saying. I don't know what she means by that. There's something about the microwave. Oh, did somebody, it's like somebody's left something in it, like steel or something that's had a bit of a reaction or something. Like it's got bang or something like that.
They can't place that.
There's some, well, watch. I hope nobody...
The microwave is playing up though.
Right, watch it then, because there's some kind of interference from the inside. I don't know what it is. But I'll leave a love with you. Okay, so I hope that was okay for you, Sharon. I think it was. So I'll send the love with you.
Thank you.
Send you loads of love. Okay, so I'll leave that with you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Debbie.
Okay. Right, we'll see what we've got now. Oh, what is this? There's somebody trying to give me an address here, but I can't quite catch it, so I'm not going to be very good now. Who is this? It's something like Smitholodian Way or something. Smith something Way. Somebody's trying to give me an address here, but I'll leave that out. But I've got a lovely lady here that's talking about a link to the Cotswolds. She's got a link to the Cotswolds. Oh, Eddie's still with me. We can bring Eddie in a minute. I'm sure he's still around, so he'll still be listening if you want to go back to Eddie. But if anybody could take a link to the Cotswolds with this lovely mom who's here, who's also talking about she's got her sister. So there's a mom and an auntie for you here, up in spirit, I mean, that are talking to a link to the Cotswolds. In fact, this is like my nan, this is. But a specific link to a place called Bledington, which is in the Cotswolds as well, and also Bourton on the Water. So if anybody could take Bourton on the Water and the link to a Cotswolds with a mom, and also it'll be your auntie with her in spirit, her sister, let me know.
Debbie, right, well, somebody again at Wimbledon.
Again at Wimbledon, okay then. Lovely mom then wants to come in with her sister. It's like they're really close together, so I think I'm going to skip between the 1 and the 2 in the conversation, because they're both trying to get in at the same time. And why the moms come, why they've both come, is because whoever this is in Wimbledon, the lady in Wimbledon, she needs a lot of healing at the moment. They're sending out lots of, and they're describing it as powerful healing to this lady that's with you, Ray. So yes, she needs a lot of healing.
It's my Jackie, my wife.
Okay then. But also for upliftment as well. She's talking about upliftment as well. And she's talking about there is a house move going to be going on around you, Ray. All right. but it's not you. It's somebody where you're going to be helping, okay, to pack boxes.
Okay.
She's bringing in these boxes, and she's talking to me about going up an attic and sorting out somebody's attic. Okay, so she's aware of that.
Debbie,
yeah,
Jackie and I are going over to our daughter's, and we take a load of stuff, and we actually live in her attic when we go there.
Oh, right, okay.
They've converted it, but it's the attic.
Right. So I'll tell you what she was just about to say. In the attic, she's talking about pictures for some reason. She said there's big pictures in the attic as well. So that must mean something. I don't know. She's talking about that. Now, she's talking about lily of the valley around you as well. The smell. And she's talking about, hang on. Gardenias. I don't know what they are, but gardenias. But she's talking about powerful smells from spirit that they're trying to bring around Jackie to let her know they're around.
We get a lot of smells in our house.
She's gone to your chain around your neck now, Ray, for some reason. Now she's gone, I don't think she means yours, but she's talking about somebody that has problems putting their chains on around the neck and doing them up at the back.
Jackie does.
And you know, you can get these magnetic clips. She's talking about putting some of them on it. So she's obviously been listening to that conversation as well. What was this? Okay. She just pinned a badge on me, but this is for the Royal Ulster Constabulary.
Oh.
So there's a link somewhere for that, but she's just pinned on me. I mean, I've got a link to them, but I know it's not for me. It's going to be for somewhere around you. So watch for that little link. There's a lovely gold badge that she showed me with RUC on it. So I'll leave that with you because you can have some connection with that. She says somebody wants a dog down here. Somebody wants a dog. Okay, so watch for the talk about the dog that she's bringing in. And she's also bringing in a rabbit in spirit as well, a big rabbit. So somebody must have had quite a big rabbit that's in spirit that she wants to bring in to say hello to you for some unknown reason. But I'll leave that with you. But she just wants to say hello. I think she just wants to let her know that she's around. Thank you for your thoughts, she's saying. So she must have been sending the prayers up to her. So she's saying, thank you for your thoughts and your prayers, and just acknowledging really that she's around you and Jackie. She you know anyway, don't you? So she's aware of that. But I think she just wanted to pop in and say hello.
It's my mother-in-law, and it was her birthday this week.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
And Jackie's brought a china plaque outside in the garden for her and June and Rick for their rose tree, and she just put it out there today.
Oh, she's obviously around you then, isn't she? So that's lovely. So I'll leave her love with you then, Ray.
Okay, thank you.
Going back to Eddie then, Rich, I don't know if you can find Eddie's, because he's still here. I can bring him back in because I'd love to finish it off, because I don't want to leave Eddie, parked when there's somebody can take him. So the lady that could take Eddie is the dad, a lovely little gentleman who's got a good sense of humour. Cheryl, if you're still there, got a good sense of humour, Cheryl. Only little, but he's talking about the sense of humour comes across because he said to me, I'm Sylvia. Okay then. My husband was Eddie with a taff. I'm Sylvia. Oh yeah, we give that, didn't we? I can't remember. Yeah, okay then. Didn't say before because of the things. Don't have to take everything, Sylvia, because some of the stuff you will find out later. Take the most of it. Don't be put off when I give you stuff you don't understand, but you can take the main stuff, because Eddie described himself quite well with his tash, smaller, good sense of humour, talking about, I could have been a jockey. He's talking about that as well. He's talking about nice eyes, but he's describing himself as having nice eyes. But he's got this like glint in his eyes, Sylvia, you know what I mean? Like I've got nice eyes type thing, you know what I mean? He's bringing that as well. He's lovely, got a lovely character, but he's also talking about, he's very, what are you saying? He's just said to me, Sylvia, he's very passionate about his family. So he's still watching his family from there. So he wants you to know that he's still watching his family, and he's just bringing in, I'm watching them because there's a few, he's describing them as concerns, but I think he means more worries with what's going on in his family at the moment, Sylvia. He's talking about people being under a little bit of pressure, under a little bit of stress, that type of worry, you know what I mean? He's describing them as having to sort themselves out. So there's a lot going on around you that he's keeping his eye on, okay? But in amongst all the stuff that's going on, Sylvia, he says there's some good stuff as well, and that's exactly what he said. There's some good stuff, and he's talking about people around you achieving things, and he's just said to me, beginning to achieve things. Okay, so watch for that, and I mean like you know, like university, college, that type of thing. So somebody's going to be going to university, college, and achieving stuff. That's what he's talking about. Okay, so if you want to, I'll carry on, but if you can pop up a message so you can understand it, let me know. He's also talking to me about somebody's love of pie and chips from the chip shop. And also he's bringing in curry sauce as well, Silver, if this is for you. But somebody likes pie, chips and curry sauce, and he's aware of that as well. And also, not short, lovely dark eyes. Okay, he's talking about being short, so I don't know where that's coming from. But he's talking about pie and chips, but he's also talking about the mushy peas as well. So he's bringing in mushy peas as well. All right, so talking about that. The name Catherine should mean something to you. Is Catherine down here? He's talking about something going on around her. So watch something going on around Catherine that you're going to hear about. And he's talking about also a neighbour dispute. All right, so there's some sort of neighbour dispute going on. Sorry. There's some sort of neighbour dispute going on as well. So watch for that as well, bringing in that. Also, he's got Eddie with him in spirit, has got I'm laughing. Oh, he's just put me off now. Sylvia, it's describing somebody as Frankenstein. So I think it's some sort of a joke that somebody called somebody Frankenstein as a bit of a joke or something. Okay. So I don't know who he means by that, but he's heard that name, calling somebody Frankenstein. So I hope you can understand what he's talking about. It's making me laugh. Also, the surname Goldstein, Gold and then S-T-E-I-N is spelling it. Remember, he's told you that surname as well, because that's going to come in somewhere as well. And also, he's linking you to Colchester. So remember, he's given you the link to Colchester, because also that will mean something. He's just said to me that somebody is going to be doing their family tree. Somebody's got an interest in the family tree, which is going to connect you also to Hampshire as well. All right, so watch for that link. Okay. He wants me to sing that song to you. The wheels on the bus go round and round. So he's heard that somewhere. Sometimes that's symbolic for me as being stuck in a hamster cage, and it's symbolic for you being in this wheel and you can't get out. But take the song, the wheels on the bus go round and round. And also he's singing the white cliffs of Dover. There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. He's singing that to me as well. So you'll find out what that means. Okay, you're all doing DNA. Goldstein was a joke. Oh, so you know it's him. That's good then. Come on then. He's just said to me that there's somebody in spirit you should know that used to play the piano as well. A lady that used to play the piano. So she wants to send a regards to you. And also he wants me to give you the Marx Brothers. The Marx Brothers for some reason. I don't know whether it means you used to watch them, but the connection with the Marx Brothers. Okay. He's giving a memory of a tent, the red and white tent that goes up to a big point. He's giving the memory of going to one of those as well. You know, the old-fashioned ones with the elephants and the trapeze artists and all this lot. Just wants to give you that as the memory. So your mum played the piano, okay? So he's probably trying to bring your mum in. Is your mum in spirit as well? Because he's bringing this lady that played the piano with him. that smells nice as well. There's a lady in Spirit Silver that always smells nice, a perfume. She's given me various perfumes. You know, they always like the old stuff, like Lily of the Valley. But she's also given me Estee Lauder perfumes as well, but also roses. But I know that she smells nice. And she's talking about someone that used to wear silk scarves as well. So I don't know whether she means her or you, but she's bringing in lovely silk scarves. She's bringing those. But the lady with the piano, she just wants to say hello. She's just popped in. It's Eddie that's popping in the most to want to get to you and speak. He's popping in because he's like the strength. You know what I mean? He's trying to give you some strength. You need strength. And the lady with the piano is coming in because she wants to give you a hug. Oh, right. She wants to give you this great big hug. She's just said to me that you're in need of a hug, and that's why the lady's popping in. Your mum's popping in. Okay. Anything else? She's talking about somebody. She had 3 rings. She's putting on 3 rings here, but she's took them off. Somebody must have one of her rings. She's talking about an eternity ring specifically, Sylvia. So there's an eternity ring of hers that somebody's probably got that she's bringing in the most. So I'll leave you with the eternity ring that she's bringing. Anything else? Just wants to let you know that she's around, and just reminding you that when you dream of people in spirit, that's a visit. So I don't know if you've dreamt of her, okay, but she's talking about dreaming of people in spirit. That's a visit from them, and she just wants to give you this hug. That's the main thing. But also taking you out to see the stars. So I don't know if you like the stars, but she's taking you outside to to look at the stars as well. But just wanting to send the love. There's Albert up there as well, and also Arthur in spirit that want to say hello, and also John. So you've got a lot of people up there that just want to come round you and say hello and let you know that they're around. I don't know why Eddie's still talking to me about jockeys. I think there's some sort of somebody used to back the horses kind of as well, because it's going through the newspapers backing the horses. Somebody used to do that around you as well. But they're just wanting to send their love to you, Sylvie, and let you know that they're around. Keep talking to us, they say, because we do hear you. And watch for little things moving in your house, Sylvia, that Spirit are trying to let you know they're around. They're trying to move stuff in your house just to give you that sense of security. That's how they're describing it. A sense of security that Spirit are around you. They're playing with my ear as well, so you might be forever doing this, because they're trying to get your attention. So I think I'm leaving you with Eddie and your mum and all the others that joined in, also Colin, but you'll find them. But take the love. I hope that was okay for you, Silver. I think they're going now. They're just waving. All right. So blowing you a kiss and waving, and they've gone. I'm done. I think I'll just feel as though I'm about done now. I'm just glad that I got Eddie in. I was just panicking a bit, thinking I've lost Eddie. Okay. So hopefully, there you go. Everybody can take that.
Thank you, Deb. Thank you very much indeed. And I hope you enjoyed being with us this morning. We've enjoyed having you here at Wimbledon Church and virtually in the virtual church. Thank you. Well, friends, I've just got a few notices. We've got a VIP meeting tonight on Spiritual Psychics TV. And sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I did miss that. Veronica at 2 o'clock. And that's also Matt and Kirsty. Sorry, Veronica, my eyesight's bad today, do forgive me. Veronica at 2 o'clock, VIP night, 8 o'clock. Oh, I like the graphics. Yeah, really nice. Brunch tomorrow. Matt and Kirsty in the afternoon, in the evening, 8 o'clock. And Jackie will be on with Friendship Club on Wednesday, and Spiritual Picnics on Thursday. So sorry about that. With my eyes got really blurred at the moment. I'm really having a problem. Glad I'm not driving home. So I do apologise for that. It's I like to put it down to old age, but it's not. So thank you all very much. I'd like to ask Deb to close our meeting with prayer.
Okay. Divine Spirit, now that our service is drawing to a close, we thank everyone here for joining us. and thank our friends in the spirit world for showing us again that life is eternal. We ask a blessing on each and every one of us here today and the families which they represent. May they go home safe in the knowledge that their loved ones are with them always. Amen.
Amen. Once again, on behalf of the church, Debbie, we thank you for today's service, and also on behalf of the virtual congregation, thank you as well. I'd also like to thank Richard James at Spiritual Psychics TV for his work today as our producer. And ladies and gentlemen, have a great Father's Day if you're meeting with your dads. If not spiritually, have a great thought with them and think of them. And ladies and gentlemen, good morning, God bless, until we all meet again. Good morning.